Good morning. My name is Herman, and today I will be discussing the three commonalities between all of the excerpts, and then I'll be discussing the link chains that link them together, and then I'll be discussing my two logical arguments as a result of those link chains. First, I would say the link chain. So I went from chains to slavery to preservation to liberation to education to originality to growth. First, I started at the fact, first I looked at the roots of all these excerpts. So first I saw that the mother to son excerpt was like never give up. I chose the second passage on the miseducation of the Negro, and I thought that was about culture preservation preservation and development. And I guess and then the third one, we went through it in class, but first I got obstacles. There were always obstacles from all of these excerpts. Like in the mother to son, it was the son believing that he should give up because the life or what he was going through was difficult. I guess the obstacle in the excerpt called fear was that people don't think they're enough at times, or they fear being too much, that they minimize themselves for others. So I guess yourself would be the obstacle in that one also. And the word that was used originally was splinters, that I thought was a starting point because that'd be an obstacle. But eventually I moved on to the chains to symbolize the holding oneself back. Then slavery, I used slavery to show something is getting worse because it's hard. But then the perseverance to show that if you work through it, then liberation, that then you'll be free. Then it was after you're free from whatever you were going through, whatever trials and tribulations you were going through, as a result of you persevering, you can get an education. And then that education would lead you to be more of a leader and be more creative. So that was originality. And then from that originality, we would have our growth. Just like in every passage, they talked about how certain things would hold us back, but after we get through it, you could see the growth. Just like in the miseducation of the Negro, where we were scared of pushing the white person out, even at the cost of our culture development, because he could do a better job, we didn't want to push him out. But if we put a person of our own race in, they would have better results. So it was getting past that helped us grow out of the ghettos or the poverty. And that led to me putting originality and growth. As a result, I have my first logical argument is that there are more opportunities for us to be successful or great if we allow ourselves to pursue them. I know if in the mother to son passage, if he would have gave up and stopped walking, if he would have gave up, then he wouldn't have gotten any further and lived his life just like his mother did. And then my second logical argument was growth cannot be achieved without overcoming your fear. In all of these passages, they also talked about fear, and that's why I started with chains and slavery. But your fear, well, the fear was in Mother to Son, that, well, they were scared of going forward because it was hard. And the first one, the passage is called Fear. They were scared of showing their true self because of what others would think, or they'd be making others feel insecure. And in the third one, in Miseducation of the Negro, they were scared of, I want to say, changing the power. And that's kind of why I went from slavery also, because it was slavery to education. So now they're educated, they have to get the right education, which led to originality. Those are my two arguments and I think all these connect. Some other words that I would use to describe them would be obstacles and belief. But that's all I have. Thank you for your time.